All right, so let's take a moment to move the body into that comfortable seat. Spend a moment arranging yourself, reaching for whatever you need to make you feel comfortable, consciously crossing one foot in front of the other. And taking your time. And how about before closing the eyes, feeling into that space where you sit up nice and tall? Just feel yourself growing that length into the spine, pulling the shoulders back, sort of rooting down into the sit bones to rise up through the crown of the head. And then take your chin and tuck it slightly in towards your chest. So not in and down, but so that it's not jetting up. We tuck it slightly in. And then from there, take the palms and rest them down on the thighs. And if you're feeling that today in your practice, you need a little more groundedness, take the hands face down. And if you're feeling that in this moment, you need to be more open and ready to receive and receptive, then allow yourself to turn the palms face up. And from there, we'll finally find ourselves in that moment where we then close our eyes. Take a couple breaths just on your own, feeling it move in and down to the back of the throat, filling up the chest, the ribs, the belly. And then in this space with the eyes closed, with the body just sort of becoming a little more still in each moment. Inhale out and up. Exhale out and down. Out and up. Inhale. Palms together, hands to heart. Exhale. Close your eyes for a moment and set an intention for your practice. Just center yourself in what brought you here today. Allow this time to be focused and supported with that intention. We bow our heads to our hearts and we say namaste. Let's release the hands. We'll extend the legs all the way forward and just find your body in a seated forward fold. So extend your legs out nice and long. Press through your heels, draw your toes back, and then just reach the hands forward to maybe your shins, your ankles, your toes, wherever it is that they go. Let your chin drop in and down towards your chest and take a couple of breaths in this space, in this seated forward fold. That's all you're doing. Just fold and breathe here. If you feel comfortable enough to let your eyes sort of drop away from the screen, you can just listen to the sound of my voice. And if you need clarification, look up every once in a while. But the idea is that hopefully we can get through most of this practice without having to fix our gaze upon the screen. See in this fold, if you can allow yourself to soften a bit, maybe that means through the neck, the shoulders, the tongue, the jaw. Feel each breath long and loving in and through the body. We allow ourselves to have a little bit of time to land in the poses, eliminating that need to rush from place to place, from thought to thought. Can you just be here now? We notice with time, we settle in and we soften. Give yourself that space. We're still in the forward fold. We'll take a cleansing breath. Inhale. Out the mouth, exhale. Let's let ourselves come all the way up. Drag the hands in, circle the arms out and up to the sky. Exhale, bend your elbows, cactus your arms. Stay right here in this seat. Breathe into this space, to the opening of your hearts, to feeling your body. Arms rise and reach as you breathe in. Exhale, softly let the hands come down. Let's swing around to child's pose, all the way around. How about a little space between the knees? So not too wide and not too narrow. Let's bring the toes so that they're touching, and then stretch your arms all the way forward. So you're reaching and elongating out in this child's pose. Your fingers are spread. Your hands, your forehead, your shins, and the tops of your feet are all resting upon the earth. Come back into the awareness of your breath. Low and slow, as you focus on the breath, notice it and slow it down. Work with the breath as if it's your teacher, it's your guide. And keeping the hips and the knees as they are in child's pose. We're going to thread the right arm underneath the left. So we come into this thread the needle of that right arm, sort of bringing the outside of the right head, right ear to the earth. And we're going to take our left hand and wrap it behind our back so that the back of the hand comes to the low back, maybe even tucking those left fingers into that upper right thigh. Receive a couple breaths in this space. Giving ourselves space and permission to experience the body, the breath, the present moment. Feel each breath move in and through the body, still here. You might notice how in some of these poses, the breath becomes a little more restricted, a little more tight. There becomes our opportunity to really work with that life force. Okay, from the left hand wrapping behind the back, release, reach it back forward. Unthread the right arm and come back into child's pose. We have both hands extended forward, forehead down on the earth, bottom is down on the heels. We'll navigate that into the second side. Slide the left hand through. Threading the needle, you rest the left side of the head down. And take the right arm and wrap it behind your back. You're looking towards your left hand, the right arm wrapping behind the back. Receive a couple breaths in this shape. Feel the breath at the back of your throat. Feel it move all the way down into the belly, into the ribs, filling up the lungs. Conscious of that life force moving through the body. We take our time in this practice. It's more about being than doing, than go, go, go. We want to be here now. If that means being still and settling in 10, 15 breaths into each pose, then we play with that. We honor that. Let's unwrap the right hand from behind the back, extend it forward. Unthread the left arm, extend it forward. We're back in child's pose, forehead down on the earth. Start to just notice what you feel. Maybe sensations are starting to arise in your hips as we rest in this space, as we send the weight down into that part of the body. What our practice intends to do is hold space for us to notice and observe without being so quick to respond and react. Slide your hands in so that you feel the elbows bend, come up into the hands and the knees. Shift the knees a bit so they're stacking directly under your hips. Spread your fingers and start to move your spine, your neck, your shoulders. Move in any way that you wish. Start to breathe into the opening through cow and cat, through tucking the toes and then untucking the toes. And just take a moment. You can even close your eyes and just allow this very natural movement to come through your body. Free yourself of any limitations, any restrictions. Go nice and slow so that as you're moving the body, you can feel how it's responding, how it is reacting to the shape that you're placing it in. And then we'll bring the body back into tabletop. And we'll come back to downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Again, always letting there be space to rearrange, readjust, and realign in your pose. So does that mean that you step your feet back or out and downward facing dog? You paying attention to the way that your hands firmly ground into the earth. Just take a couple breaths through your body. Let your head and your neck be soft. Be aware of the parts of your body that you're calling upon to be energetic in this moment, as well as the parts of your body that you're giving permission to soften, to be full of that ease and grace to release and let go. From downward facing dog, let's lift our heels, look to our hands, and tiptoe all the way up to the top of our mat where we find a forward fold. Head hanging, everything nice and heavy through the upper body. Bring a little activity in as we inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, another half lift. Exhale, fold. One more time, halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Put a little bend in your knees. Circle your arms out and up. Rise all the way to standing. Reach for the sky. Arms open a little wider than the shoulders. Lift your heart. Lift your heart. Draw your low belly in. Root down into your feet. Spread your fingers. Bring the arms up and palms to touch. Slowly lower the left hand down to the outer left thigh. Reach the right arm up and over to the left. Breathe here. Find an inhale that brings both arms back to center, neutralizes your spine, palms touch. And then we go in the opposite direction. Bring the right hand down to the outside of the right leg. Reach that left arm up and over to the right. Always adjust and modify in your body as you need. Take a couple more breaths here. Feel your right hand really sliding down your right leg. Inhale, come back to center, palms to touch. Bring your hands down in front of your heart. Can we stand for a moment with our eyes closed, with our body rooted, strong, and tall? Just feeling the presence of this moment. Release your hands down by your hips. Circle your arms out and up. Inhale. As your palms touch, bow down to the earth. Exhale, fold. Lift halfway. Breathe in. Hands to the ground. The left foot steps all the way to the back of the mat. We're in a nice long lunge. Back knee lifted. We have right foot forward. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale, bend your knee. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale, bend your knee. Nice and slow. One more time. Inhale, right leg straight. Exhale, right knee bends, left knee comes down to the earth. We're in low lunge. Our arms rise up. And arms all the way up. Right hand around left wrist. Lean slightly to the right. So we're opening up through this left side of our body. Lean slightly to the right. Slowly come to center. Inhale, arms up. We're going to bring our hands all the way down. We frame our right foot and we're taking a half split, right leg straight. Pull your toes back towards you. Bow your chin towards your shin. Fold into the breath here. Long, loving breaths. Good. Lift your heart halfway. Bring your right foot back down. Bend your knee. Bring both hands inside your right foot. Lift your left knee and walk to the long edge of your mat. Wide leg forward fold. Facing the long edge of the mat. And then just feel, where do you want to place your hands? Do you want to keep them on the earth? Do you want to bend your knees and sway a little bit side to side? Would it feel nice into your shoulders to interlace your fingers behind you and lift your hands upwards towards the sky? Soften as you can. Breathe here. Feel the breath at the back of your throat, doing just what you're doing. Focus on that this moment. Good. Hands come down to the earth. If not there, we're walking back to the right foot. I'm taking the hands to frame the right foot and stepping back, three-leg dog. Lift your right leg to the sky. Bend your knee, open your hips, circle out your right leg, your foot, your ankle, your toes, all of it. Let your leg move freely. Slowly bring the right foot down to meet the left, downward facing dog. Shift the weight forward and into plank pose. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower down to the earth. Let's start in Sphinx. Forearms on the ground, we rise up. Shoulders and elbows lined up, wrists straight out. Press down into your elbows, lift up. Think of lifting from the tips of your ears. Pull your shoulders and your forearms back, your heart forward. Breathe into this first soft opening of the chest and the heart. Good. Slowly come down, and as you do so, slide your hands back so they place where your elbows were. Bring your forehead to the earth. Press into the tops of your feet. Pull your shoulders back, and as you inhale, lift your heart. Cobra pose. Exhale, lower down. Cobra pose. Lift your heart. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. One more time, cobra pose. Lift your heart, breathe in. Exhale, lower down. Pressing back, tabletop, and downward facing dog. All the way back. Find yourself in downward facing dog. Take a moment to just be in that space, the receptive elements of your body, your breath. What happens as you arrive? Is there resistance? Is there receptivity? Can you find the place where your practice is that element of compassion and love in action? Let's lift our left leg to the sky. Bend your knee, open your hip. To move freely through your left leg. Re-extend that leg all the way up. Three-leg dog is where we meet. Bring the knee to the nose and step the left foot forward. We're in a lunge. Left foot's at the top of the mat. Hands are framing the foot. Ankle and knee lined up. Inhale, left leg straight. Exhale, bend the knee. Remember, we're threading these poses together. We're not bouncing between them. So nice and slow. Inhale, left leg straight. It's not about getting to that straight leg. It's the process in between. Exhale towards the bent knee. Remember, it's not just getting to the bent knee, but the process of getting there. One more time. Inhale, left leg straight. Exhale, bend the knee. Drop your right knee down to the ground. Lift your arms to the sky. Low lunge, Anjani Asana, arms all the way up. This time we take that left hand, wrap it around your right wrist, and lean the upper torso, the arms slightly to the left. Opening up into that right side. Come to center with the arms, inhale. Bring the hands all the way down, framing that front left leg. We straighten the left leg, peeling the ball of the foot back, pressing the heel into the earth and bowing the chin down towards the shin. Long breaths. Keep pulling your shoulders back and just seeing how you can activate the body in this moment. Really, I can provide this outline, this guidance for this time, but how you show up and how you interact with the practice is entirely up to you. And a couple more breaths. Keep yourself active, engaged, and participating in the moment. Let's bend back into the left knee. Bring the left hand inside the left foot. Right knee lifts and walk to the long edge of your mat once again. This time, pivot your toes to face out, your heels to face in, and come up with your hands just above your knees on your thighs. Drop your right shoulder down, look up and over the left side, and really press into your right hand. So you're pressing that right leg away from you as you're twisting your torso towards the left. Bring yourself to center, look in towards your navel, round your back, your shoulders, and your spine. And then twist to the right, pressing into that left hand. Press it away from you. Feel your chest lift as you look to the right. Breathe here. Feel into the breath. Come to center and stand all the way up. Star pose, arms to the sky. Open your arms up. Spread your fingers, lift your heart, find your breath. Take an inhale. Bend your elbows and your knees, goddess squat. Exhale. Circle the arms out and up. Inhale, legs straighten. Exhale, elbows and knees bend, goddess squat. One more through the movement. Inhale, rise. Exhale, open up, find your squat and stay there. Keep pulling your shoulders and your elbows back and your knees back and your navel in. Keep softening your toes, find stability in your gaze and work with each breath. Good. Stand tall, arms rise, reach up. Gently fold forward, hands to the earth. Walk back to your left foot so you're at the top of your mat. Step forward and fold. Lift halfway as you inhale. And then let's heel toe our feet slightly apart. We're coming down into our squat, Malasana. Bend your knees. Bring your hands together. Press your elbows into your knees. And breathe here. Lean back. So there's this tendency to round forward because we feel safer in that space. Risk it a little bit. Lean back. Lift your heart. Rest your gaze in one single point. See if you can draw your chin slightly in towards your chest and elevate through the crown of your head. Find each breath at the back of your throats. And let's take a lion's breath. Inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, stick out the tongue, exhale. Lips sealed. Let's take a couple more breaths in here. Maybe you start to feel it in your knees, in your ankles. Yeah, work with those sensations. And if we thought of all of the sensations in our body as just that feeling of healing. Bring your hands down to the earth, lift the legs, forward fold, straighten them out. You can keep your hands hanging down if that feels best on your shoulders. Otherwise, let's interlace the fingers behind us and lift them away from us, stretching through the shoulders, soften the heart. Good. Put a little bend in your knees. Bring your hands to your low back. Rise all the way up. Circle the arms to the sky. Bring the hands to heart center. Let's take tree pose. We're going to balance here. Bring the weight into your right foot. Bring your left foot up to the inner thigh, the calf, or the ankle to your space of balance. And bring the hands to heart center. Let's slowly grow our branches, reach our arms to the sky. Round down into that foot, reach out through the crown of the head, through the tips of the fingers. Keep spreading your fingers, keep rooting down like a tree, actively growing, receiving that earth energy. Lift your heart. Find some freedom in your arms. So soften up your shoulders and your arms. Find a little dance. Just let your arms move in their own way. Opening them out, drawing them in. Let your fingers be like leaves just blowing in the wind. And then bring your hands to touch overhead. Bring your knee forward and slowly lower your foot and your hands to your heart. Close the eyes and just feel. Nothing left to see, just feel the body. Bring the weight into your left foot. Let your right foot start to rise, tree pose. Press the foot into the inner thigh and then start with your hands centered at your heart. Pause there. Notice any sort of lean that your tree may have. Maybe it's leaning out to the pinky toe side of that foot. Find even weight. When you're ready, slowly grow through your branches, reach towards that light, reach the arms up. Stability first, focused on those roots, feeling grounded, and then start to move your branches. Let there be this sense of freedom in the upper arms, sort of just blowing in the wind. Good, everyone. Arms all the way up, reaching towards the light. Palms touch, bring that knee forward. Lower the hands to the heart and the foot to the earth. Pause, both feet down, eyes closed. Release your hands, widen your feet a little bit, and let's just twist it out. Side to side, twist it out. Let your arms go as free as it feels comfortable, swinging front to back. Rotating along that nice long spinal column. Good. Come all the way up and do some big back strokes with your arms. Forwards and backwards. Feel your chest opening and lifting as the arms reach back. And then switch and go forward and feel the back rounding as the arms come forward. Good. Reach your arms all the way up. We're standing at the top of our mat and we fold forward. Lift halfway, inhale. Step your left foot to the back of your mat, pigeon pose, heel to your right foot over to the left, let the ankle, the outer calf and the knee come down. Slide your left leg back and then dissolve and lower down into your pigeon pose. Find the breath at the back of your throat. Stay centered and balanced. Soften, soften, soften. Remember, it's not just the success of placing the body in the pose, but the presence of being in the moment. Really showing up beyond what we can see, beyond the material, beyond showing anyone that you're doing a practice. Do you feel that you're doing your practice? Do you feel the elements and the layers and the being of your practice right here? Feel a couple more breaths, just settling in and welcoming those sensations of releasing, of receiving. Find a cleansing breath. Stay still, breathe in. As we come up, we come back onto the hands. We're going to just let that right glute fall off to the right. We're going to swing our left leg forward and then our right leg back so that we come into pigeon pose on the second side. Tuck your right toes under, slide them back and away from you. And then when you're ready, lower down. And be mindful and aware of the setup, of the place that you're placing yourself. It's okay to keep that left glute and hip off of the earth and stay centered in your balance rather than to lean to the left. We're going to receive a little more sensation and a little more stretch if we can sort of keep that left upper hip and glute off the earth. We're going to stay connected to that center, drawing in to the inner thighs. And finding where it is that you can rest in that sensation. Feel a breath at the back of your throat. Stay there. Soften your fingers. They tend to tense up pretty quickly in these poses, as well as our face and our jaw. They tend to grab a hold of that tension pretty quickly. Be more concerned with your breath than anything else, than any of the tasks that you've done or that you have playing ahead. Drop that awareness into your breath. Let's find a cleansing breath. Inhale. Open your mouth. Let your lips seal. In and out of the nose. We're still in the pose. Slowly rise onto your hands. Let your left glute come to the left. Swing around. We're just going to come all the way down to our back so that we can release in that space. Come all the way down to your back. And just let your legs move a little bit. Draw your knees in towards your chest, perhaps rock side to side. You can have the hands on the legs. You can let the legs move freely. Let's find a happy baby pose. Bring the hands to the pinky toe sides of your feet and rock side to side. And then let's bring the body into that reclined butterfly diamond pose. Soles of your feet together. Outer edges of your feet down to the earth, knees opening. Reach your arms directly overhead so the backs of your hands are on the earth. And then bend at the elbows so you bring the backs or the hands to opposite elbows. So you're sort of holding on to the elbows, the soles of your feet are together, your knees are falling open. And this is where we place the body to take a couple breaths. And the effort is to open the heart, to open the hips. Breathe. Feel the sensations and notice that the body starts to sort of tense up. It's like the moment you stop paying attention, it starts to clench and resist. We got to use that clear, focused mind that we're building here to stay present with the sensations, to keep the body relaxed, at ease. Let's take a cleansing breath again. Let it out the back of the throat. In. and out. Let your knees come together. Bring your hands up towards your legs and just hug them in towards you. Rock a little bit side to side. Extend your left leg long. Keep your right leg nice and close. Hug that right shin really close to you. Now, as we hug this right shin into us, you might feel that it's opening up through your left hip flexor. What we're also doing is compressing this right leg really close to our body. And we're working with the way that our digestive tract moves within. And we're helping the digestive system. We're squeezing it along and reminding it to move in that direction. So we're working with the colon. We're detoxifying the body from the inside out. And then we go back into the spine by letting the right leg cross the left side of the body. And we find ourselves in a spinal twist. Reach your right arm out to the right. Turn your gaze slightly right and breathe. Slowly unwind, come back onto your back. Hug right knee and left knee in. Extend right leg long, and now we hug the left leg in nice and close. Again, as you feel that left leg moving really close to you, keep pressing your right leg long and away, and maybe initially you feel this opening in the hip flexor. And then we start to really hug that leg in, and we work with the internal body. We work with the digestive system, the space of releasing that toxic waste. We're helping the body to receive and release in every pose. And let's take it into our twist. Right hand takes that left leg all the way across the body. Left arm reaches out to the left, outstretched in this twist. Breathe. Slowly unwind, come back onto your back. Draw both knees in towards your chest and just feel any final movements, any squeezes, any final poses. And when you're ready, release all the way down and into that final resting pose. And let the body come down to the earth. Let your shoulders soften. Let your breath release. Spend a few moments surrendering into Shavasana. Allow yourself to come back to the awareness of your breath. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Begin to reawaken your body. Take your time, find your stretches. And then roll to either side. From there, come up and around to take a seat. We finish with our 3 rounds of pranayama, taking the right thumb up to seal the right nostril. Inhale, left side. Ring finger closes left, exhale right. Right side, breathe in. Left side, breathe out. Left side, breathe in. Right side, breathe out. Right side, breathe in. Left side, breathe out. Release. Hands together in front of the heart. And take a moment to just soften into the awareness of your heart space. The center of your being that is love, that is compassion, that is kindness. May we move through the rest of our day with ease and grace, offering that love and light to all of our interactions. Namaste. Mhm. Namaste, everybody.